Okay, I'm about to watch episode 2 of Khemjira. I have not rewatched episode 1 like I said I was going to, in order to actually post my reaction to episode 1. So I'm probably just going to go ahead and post it now, and then we'll post this like afterwards. Anyways, episode 2, there's likely to be spoilers. I'm watching on IGE, but I believe it's also available on YouTube. Okay, well that can be good. That doesn't seem... And there's black residue. It's gonna make me throw up. And I've already done that twice this week. We don't want to do that again. I'm gonna assume that the person watching is Peem. So I'm assuming in this case, white magic versus black magic is sort of the typical way that we as a society associate white with good and black with bad. Paran? Not the thunder right after he says, I promise. That tells me that's a lie. I meant to say this earlier when she popped up the screen. I was hoping she would say it again so I could be like, I heard you bitches was looking for me. I need somebody to make an edit of that. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know. They walking up to it like they about to just walk right on through whatever barrier they're creating. Okay, well, like, what was the point? So were they just coming on their own and they created the barrier? But it seemed like they were drawing them to the house. Or were they drawn to the house because of Kim? And they already knew that because Kim was there, that it was going to draw them, and they were ready to have this incantation to create this barrier. So many questions. But I love when shows give me questions, but they give me things to sort of piece together those questions. I'm having a blast. We did get to see him I heard you bitch was looking for me. Oh boy. So I think my latter assumption there was that they knew Kim was there and they were coming for him specifically. But hatred, what hatred does she have? Is it just in general, or is it specific to Kim? Okay, just again, these little kids are super cute. I don't even know how he'd be sleeping through all that. I feel like if I were to hear all these people making noises outside my window, I would be awake. I just want you to know how many songs with the word burn in it just went through my head just now. First, it was Usher. And then BTS, Burn Fire. I think there was another one, but now I can't remember what it was. Is that appropriate? Probably not. But that's what just went through my head. He told you what happens when you start dabbling in that black magic. So they're not... Okay, because I asked this at the end of episode 1. I'm like, does everybody see them kids? And then I thought this episode, I was like, well, maybe they do. I mean, I don't know, maybe they do see them, but they just dissipated. I mean, technically, you've already broken your promise, so why not keep going? So they're the reincarnated Pawat and Kim? Yes? So we all see it, right? And by we, I mean the two of them. Honestly, is that the only thing you picked up? Wait a minute. I just told you this man is intoxicated and upset and about to go home to the wife that he has been beating. And your reaction is, when did you give John your phone number? Well, that's a nice little twist. So they're still on their bicycle that far away. And we could hear them crystal clear like they were right outside the goddamn door. Oh, okay. Shows be killing me when they do that. That's my favorite when I'm watching them Chinese short dramas. And the person will be outside the door and they'll be like, stop! But then it's like 13 seconds between then and when the door opens. Stop what? What did you see? How did you see them doing anything for you to yell stop? I'm assuming this is actually just a backtrack. You know, they backed up a little bit to the point where they announced themselves, but still. I think one thing that I like, at least it's implying, like what you see with other shows or around possession and things like that, is that the person has to have some sort of like vengeful, revengeful sort of spirit to be able to be possessed, right? Like, so in this case, Ray having been putting up with her husband, who in fact looks like a really nice person but has actually been beating her this whole time. And it's not because he was possessed, although he did have a negative energy around him. It wasn't because of that, but that she's able to, they are only possessed because they're able to tap into that bitterness, if you will. Soldier spirit guy shows up a couple of times. I feel like we've seen him. So he's a helping spirit. This is like a rare case where I think he actually might change. It took his wife being possessed and ready to, like, lit his ass on fire, literally. But it usually I'm like, no, don't take him back because they're not going to change. But this is a time where I think he in fact will be like, I'm not gonna do that again. I will in fact quit drinking and gambling and like pay the debt and whatever else I was doing wrong. I will never touch you again. I mean, he's not wrong. Like I said, I normally am like, he's not gonna change. But I don't know. I feel like this might be a time where he gets it together. Under normal circumstances, if she was just like not possessed but like flipped out on him, he wouldn't change. But as the saying goes, old habits die hard. Oh. Exactly. Everybody's making the same face. Like, oh. Oh, okay. That's got to be one of my favorite scenes just ever in like a BL moment, because I love that, like, everybody got it. Everybody in the room went, I see it, you see it, I see it, we see it, we all see it. I get that he's like not trying to hurt him, but also if he's like trying to touch his face like that, why is he interested in him? Does he know? Because he seems like he's been unalived for a while. Maybe not. I don't know. I feel like he'd be a little too old or been around for too long I'm confused with who the spirit is to him. Yep, so they're all reincarnated. He was Kim, that also has a female name, that was a female back in the day. Paran or Pim is Pawat or Wat, reincarnated. And I'm assuming that this little buddy, they were in a little love triangle back in the day. And that's why he's like protecting Kim, because Kim is a reincarnation of Kim. So does that mean she chose Pim, not Pim, unalive spirit, or shows other little buddy? Anyways, this has been fun. I'm enjoying myself. I don't make long videos often, like, I mean, past like 5-ish minutes when I react. So this tells you it's a lot of stuff to react to. Okay, I have so many questions. I'm so much intrigued. We're clearly gonna have a second couple. I like that. It's gonna take a while for them to get there because everybody thinks he likes our male lead, Kim, and he'll soon discover that actually I like Jet. Jet clearly already knows how he feels, even if he doesn't know it consciously, and everybody around him seems to notice. This is fun. Until next time, bye.